Dax, 400 games starting. How does it feel?
Oh man, tiring. Honestly, it's something that I don't really give much thought to individual, milestones or accolades. I've never really been about that in my whole career. The one thing I will say about achieving something like that is just, I have a lot of pride in the fact that I've been able to do it as long as I have. And I think in this game you have quite literally thousands and thousands of different opinions and different, people thinking different things about certain players and your career and all that stuff. And the thing that always sticks out for me is I always wanted to try to earn the trust and respect of my teammates and coaches before all else. That was the thing that really meant more to me than anything. And getting to be able to, play over 400 games, 400 starts, I think that shows that I was able to earn the trust and respect of numerous different teammates and numerous different coaches. And, regardless if I played great or if I played like crap, I was still able to do it week in and week out, and so I'm really proud of that. And I was never the best player on any team that I've ever played for, but I always tried to make my teammates better, and that was something that still to this day I try to do. And sometimes I do it well, sometimes I don't. But to be able to get up every morning and continue to do what I love is something that is really special to me.
Any more questions on the floor?
Next, in many jobs, people are always, or at least thinking about retirement, and that day that particular comes and you say, okay, I'm going to take it easy and go myself and do whatever I want.
Yep.
Has that crossed your mind at all? I mean, you seem like you'd be enjoying as much playing soccer today as you did as many time ago.
It's a great question. I'm not a liar, so I'm not going to lie to you. It has crossed my mind. I'll be 36 next week, maybe. April 30th, I don't know, if you guys want to get me a birthday present.
All right.
Cool.
That's good.
Yeah, it's crossed my mind. I've started thinking about retirement the last few years, honestly. I think you have to in this game. It's a fickle game. Doesn't matter what you've accomplished, doesn't matter how big of a personality or how important you are to a team in a certain year. The minute that a team deems you surplus to requirements, you have to start thinking about the future, and I have done that. I still feel good. I still feel like I'm contributing to the team in certain aspects, like I said before, sometimes in a good way and sometimes in a not great way. So that's the battle that I deal with every time I step on the field. How do I feel physically? How do I feel mentally? And then, how does it affect my family? So it's crossed my mind. I've thought about a lot of different options. I love the game. I want to stay involved in the game no matter what I do. If I keep playing for another year or 2 years, or if I retire at the end of the year, I still want to be involved in this game. So it's crossed my mind for sure. But in this moment right now, all I'm thinking about is what a shame it was that we didn't get 3 points, because I thought we played our best half of the season in the first half, and then the frustration of another second half that I think we let get away from us. Bad loss of possession on my part for the game-tying goal for them. You give players like Bouanga a sniff at goal, he's gonna kill you, and that's what he did to us. And so, a little bit of a shame, a little bit frustrated at myself personally, and just the fact that we weren't able to deal with that better, because I thought that 3 points were there for us tonight against quite easily the best team in the league.
Any more questions? Go ahead.
So, having such an illustrious career you've had so far, what keeps you driving week in and week out?
Man, that's a good question. My boys. I had my whole family here tonight. My oldest son turned 4 on April 18th. My youngest son, his birthday's today. And so, we're having a joint birthday party for him tomorrow, and having, my whole family in town, my wife's whole family in town. I had a really surreal moment, before I left for the game, when we had everyone in my living room wishing me good luck. All the grandkids crawling around the living room. I still think back to 2006 when I turned pro. I just couldn't believe that I was on a professional soccer team. And 18 years later, I've blinked my eyes and snapped my fingers, and like your whole career just flashes before your eyes, and you can't believe that you're at the end. So my family keeps me driven, my teammates, the fact that I love this club and I still want to do something special with this club. I think that's what motivates me. That's what drives me. So we're still trying to do something special this year.
We'll head over to the Zoom. Tim or Ben? Go ahead, Tim.
First of all, happy birthday to Owen. Happy belated birthday to Callum.
Thank you.
Happy early birthday to you, Dax.
Thank you.
Yeah, you mentioned wanting to earn the respect of your teammates and how important that has been over the course of your career. Obviously, Walker comes off the pitch today. You get the armband back. What does it mean to you to be that guy that is not the full-time captain of this team anymore, but still is such a leader for his team that when Walker does come off the pitch, it's something that you're trusted with?
Yeah, bear with me for a second, Tim. I'll tell you a little story about that. When I first came here to Nashville, I had been captain of the Chicago Fire for 3 years, and we were going through preseason, and one of my old teammates, Patrick Duty, he texted me and he asked me how I liked it and how it was going, and he said, are you going to be the captain? And I said, honestly, I have no idea. The coach hasn't made that decision. I'm just trying to, get through preseason. And he said, well, will you be mad if you're not captain? And I said, that's such a weird question, Pat. And my answer to him was the same as it will be to anyone who asks me about it is, I've never needed the captain's armband to try to just be myself and try to be a good teammate and try to be a good leader. The fact that it has been given to me on a few different teams is a real point of pride for me. It's something that I'm extremely proud of in my career, and I wear it like a badge of honor, but it's never something that I've ever felt like I needed. And when the armband was going to be passed down to Walker, I thought it was the right decision. Where I'm at in my career, I'm not playing 90 minutes every single game, even though I stupidly think I can still. We all know I think that's not the case. And I think Walker's the perfect guy to take it away from me. And when he gave it back to me, of course, it's always a point of pride. And you don't think about that in the moment. You just think about what you can do to help your team win. And unfortunately tonight, it wasn't enough in the second half. But I think Walker's doing a fantastic job. I think he's a great captain. And I think the way that this team is built, I think we have 7 or 8 guys who could wear the armband, and I think everyone would be deserving of it, whoever it was given to.
Tim, did you have a follow-up? Ben?
Yeah, Dax, you talked about your family and kind of the motivation that is to help you keep going. I'm curious, a lot of the 400 starts have come in Nashville. What has the city kind of turned into for you after coming here, and what role has that played in kind of your decision to keep going?
Yeah, my wife and I love living here. My family loves it here. My wife and I are both from Florida, so I think coming down to Nashville, we got that southern hospitality back that we had been missing in New York and Chicago. It's a different charm that they have in those cities. We love our neighborhood. We love our neighbors. Honestly, the organization is fantastic. I told myself that there's no way I can retire playing at training every day at Curry Ingram Academy and playing at Nissan Stadium. I wanted to at least wait till we opened beautiful Geodis Park, and obviously our new training facility that we just opened is stunning. And so I told myself I had to at least make it to enjoy the fruits of that for at least a year. So it's easy to stay motivated when you have good teammates and you have a great organization behind you. And I've only felt support from this organization since day one. And the fact that we haven't been able to win a trophy yet, we haven't been able to get over the line. We've made the playoffs every year. We've made a semifinal of the U.S. Open Cup. I mean, we were 1 minute away from being able to host a final, and just tasting that is it's bittersweet because this team's capable of winning a trophy, and I desperately want to do that for this city and this club before I hang up the boots. And so, that's still a big motivator for me.
Thank you guys. We appreciate your time tonight.